Hello, everyone, and welcome to Learn to Trade. My name is Kevin Tate, and today I'd like to try to do a kind of like a ride along. I'm going to a customer site to do a site survey, and I really haven't done a lot of content on performing a site survey. Um, so I figured this would be a good opportunity to do something like that. So I'm gonna go in and talk with the customer and make sure they're all set to allow me to go through and see what they're looking for and what kind of equipment they're interested in. And what I will be doing is basically I'm looking for power connections. I'm looking for where the outlets are. I'm looking at their counter space. I want to look at the counter space where they think they want the equipment and take measurements of the counter space that they have available. I want to measure out the ceiling height of the area to be sure that we're going to be able to fit ice makers, soda machines, and ice makers in that area. And then I'm also going to be looking for floor drains, where their floor drains are located, because then that will allow me to be able to plan where everything is going to go. And then also if he's going to need other services such as electrical to put in outlets and plumbing help to put in floor drains if there's none available. So all of that stuff kind of is consolidated in doing a site survey, and you want to be sure you have access to ramps, sidewalk ramps, the doors, the front doors of the building. I want to make sure that there's enough room to get equipment through with a lift table and stuff like that. And that's a few things that we're going to look at. So I'll get right back. Gonna go meet up with the customer, and then we'll get started on the survey. Okay, so I'm on site here at my customer's location. I'm gonna basically be looking around to see if I can figure out, where would be the best location for him to put his machines and stuff. Okay, and I'm just walking around because take a look at everything. He says like over here he would like the soda machines in this area right over here. Okay, so let's just take a look. See, they got extension cords here, so it might be an issue with power. So it doesn't look like there's any 220. It might have this looks like 110 in this area. They got 110 outlet right here, and I try to avoid using putting any equipment into any of these extension cords. So I'm gonna rule that out right now, but they do have an ample amount of counter space up here that could possibly be used. Let me just looking around. And there's no floor drains, so that might be an issue as far as being able to put the soda machines, unless we can have a plumber possibly sit the machines like up here on these counters here, but we'd have to take care of the glass he might want to look into having a carpenter do, set some type of a shelf up on top of the glass counter to put the machines on. And I see another outlet over here that could possibly be used. Okay, and so right here it's there is some counter space available, and there is some 120 outlets available for equipment. So that's a possibility over here. But then I have there's another area that he had in mind. Well, the ceiling clearance should be good here. I'm going to measure it up in a few minutes, but we're just taking a look at the equipment. See, he's got some reach-in coolers right here. Okay, reach-in coolers. Other space over here. This space here, I'm going to say, is pretty much off limits because there's already a lot of equipment over here. But this space here, if you see in the back, behind this cooler right here, there's a window, and he's going to be taking that window out. So possibly, if we get soda equipment, we might be able to also get counters and the equipment and put them over here, and then have a drain put in. Because if we get the equipment, more than likely he'll probably get rid of this cooler right here. So it's kind of small, but I think it's workable as long as we could get a drain line. We'll have to have a drain line put in, floor drain. There's some more ice cream equipment here, some Taylor Made equipment. It's got that equipment there, and another cooler for food. So okay, so we're just looking around, and then I would say this is probably 120. This cooler here is probably 120. I'm not too sure yet. I'm looking for the data plate, but I don't see the data plate right away. It might be covered up. Usually it's up here in the corner. There it goes. It's true. Yeah, this is 120. So this cooler is 120. So I would say if we have two options over in this area right over here, set up Slurpee machine, maybe a 2 or 3 barrel Slurpee machine. That's gonna be 110, and then over here set up a fountain soda machine. Because in this area, what he's going to do is he's going to take out that window that's behind the machine, and he's going to put in like a self-serve. He's going to make it like a takeout window, because this location closes at 12 midnight. They lock the doors at 12 midnight, but they open up. They're still open until 4. So that would be the thing too. And then right here, I'm looking at the measurement on the door. The doorway seems pretty clear to get equipment through. So we can get equipment through there with no problem. And then over here, this window, this is the window that they're gonna make it like a takeout window. So that'll be that would probably be the best option, unless we could get the counter space over here set up with a cover, something to protect the glass, and then um, maybe if we did it over here, we'd have to have more outlets put in, um, either 120 or 240 or 220. I would prefer to have 220 put in, but depending on how, what equipment he wants to order, then we can go with a 120 line. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some measurements. I'm going to measure this counter space here. I'm going to measure over there at the soda machine, the Pepsi soda cooler. I'm going to measure that area, and then I'm going to measure the height of the ceiling just to make sure we have enough room, because he will need ice for the soda. So we'll have to make sure we have enough room to be able to get a soda machine on this counter and an ice maker on top, or an ice maker on the side of it. So let me just take those measurements real quick, and then we'll see what we can recommend. Give me 1 second, Rob. Let me just, okay.
Yeah, take your time.
All right, we're back. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is, in this area, if we could, once I get all the equipment lined up for you, I could come back and then we could go over it, and then I could kind of explain the process, and go from there, because I'm thinking those 3 items right there will set you up nicely, like the 3-barrel, 2 or 3 barrel Slurpee, 6 to 8 flavor soda, and then an ice maker.
Right.
And then that was set up perfectly, and I should be able to fit it all in this area over here.
But this refrigerator, like I said, this one's mine.
Okay.
I use this for my meats
and stuff. Yeah.
That one's Pepsi-Cola.
Okay.
That one's Coca-Cola.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that would be perfect. I mean, because then that way, what will you do once you move? If you open up that window area, are you gonna move this machine? It's gonna go. Oh, okay.
It will not go like completely go,
but
it's gonna go
probably to another section.
Yeah,
Okay.
to another section.
All right. Well, that'll be good, because like whenever that happens or whatever, the person could be in here, and then they would be able to go right there. Right over there to
Absolutely.
get the drink, come to the window, check them out, and then they're on their way.
I have a cash register here and a cash register here.
Okay, because that's what it's about, like making it more and more convenient for them, and then like between like 12 to 4 at night or in the morning.
Really, only people that's around here is drug addicts and after parties.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, they don't want to go to 7-Eleven after 2 o'clock.
Right.
Because that's when all the panhandlers and everybody. So they see me, they'll be like, "Oh, let me go over there."
They go, yeah. I mean, this would be a nice spot, like for them to hit, just to run up and grab a drink, grab a Slurpee or something, and then like late at night, they they want to get some food, they want to get some drink or whatever, after partying. So that'll work, man. I think what we'll do is I'll get started on looking up the equipment and stuff, and then we'll I'll reach out to you. I may even like text you some images of the equipment that I'm thinking about for the space, and then once we're all set on the equipment that you like, then we could go ahead with the next process, and then work out the lease the lease agreement.
No problem.
And I got a real good company that takes care of my leases my equipment and stuff, and it's usually same day type of approval type thing, and then from there, that's when we just go ahead and have it shipped. have the equipment shipped. I'll probably have it shipped to the location if that's all right.
That's
and then
fine.
I'll just let you know ahead of time when they're coming.
Yeah, so I can be here. I don't want to drive down the street with
because you'll see it running away, man. yeah. No, so we'll be all set, Rob. I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you.
I'll be in touch, okay, brother?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Take care. Have a good weekend, man. Stay safe.